I built the largest LEGO medieval army, and then built a massive castle for them to go and siege. This LEGO castle siege will have massive wall forts, dragon attacks, and armies marching to war. Can the Lion's Knights hold off the Black Falcon Knights from sieging their castle and destroying their king and queen? Or will the Black Falcon Knights dominate the battlefield? Stay tuned till the end of this video for a medieval LEGO giveaway, and let the war begin.
Dr. Schlieffen has been tirelessly working towards his time machine, and it looks like he finally got the components perfect for this thing to be operational. When suddenly his friend Florida Man barges into the lab. He explains that law enforcement is on the way. Schlieffen quickly covers up his time machine with a distraction. He can't have his prized technology taken away from him. That's when all hell broke loose.
FBI, open up!
Schlieffen was quickly surrounded and subsequently taken down by the feds.
Yay!
The next day.
Unbeknownst to Schlieffen, who was now in jail, his lab assistant Jeff arrived for work. Jeff absolutely loves sauce, so he goes and investigates the barrel. After prying open the lid of the thing, he somehow accidentally falls in.
I am under the water. Please help me.
And the time machine is activated, with Jeff stuck inside thinking he was about to get some delicious sauce. Jeff eventually makes his way out of the sauce vat, but something feels different. He suddenly realizes he's not in the lab anymore, and in fact, he's not alone. A group of knights are holding a farmer hostage beside him. Hey man, we're with the wolf pack. We want your carrots. You can't have my carrots. Oh yeah? Well, how about them carrots? Upon seeing such violence, Jeff takes out his blicky. He never leaves home without it. The bandits see this newcomer come out of the strange sauce machine and start to march on Jeff.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang!
Jeff may have successfully defended the farmer in this strange new world, but he also realizes he only has one bullet left in his blicky. Watching all of this unfold is Majesto, the local wizard. He quickly realizes something strange is happening here. Was this a more powerful wizard than himself?
My name is Jeff.
Majesto quickly takes flight, heading for the king. He travels for hours, looking for the king. Once the wizard finds him, he realizes that it's a precarious situation. The king's men are hunting a dragon. The strongest royal guard are with him, but they're just no match. As the king approaches for his final charge, Majesto steps in and casts a spell. The beast is killed. Majesto informs the king of what has happened, explaining the farmer being killed and the strange wizard who popped out of a machine. The king trusts the wizard and informs him to find the man. Meanwhile, the king will head back to his castle and destroy the wolf pack. But first, let's build the castle. Wow, 4,500 pieces. This honestly seems like a lot of work, and I'm super lazy. What if we just skipped it? Much better. The king's castle has been assembled. The king's lifestyle is mad luxurious. Let's check it out. We've got the king's living quarters up top, but it's a little bit empty. We can give it a bed and a nice little desk. And then of course there's the king's dining hall. We'll go ahead and give it 2 chairs, and of course the grand table. But we're gonna need some food for that. That's why we go into the dungeon cellar, where we've got our nice little baker friend here. Psst. Hold on a second. Do you want to hear the secret that the queen doesn't know? I get my recipes from Cook Unity. Cook Unity is so unique because it is from chefs directly to consumers. There's no middleman. It is freshly prepared and never frozen from regional micro kitchens, which is really pretty cool to me because you're getting the food basically locally. It's also a really convenient service. You can pause, skip weeks, or cancel at any time, but there's really no reason to because they have food for everyone. Vegan, paleo, gluten-free. My wife has a peanut allergy and she was able to eat it perfectly fine because I mentioned she had an allergy. In fact, last night we had the orecchietta pasta with beef ragu from Chef Ignat Edmani. It was delicious. Honestly, as someone who works from home at the computer all day, it's really nice to just go and grab food from the fridge, heat it up, and not have to worry about cooking. And to know it's the same quality if I had actually taken the time to cook. So go to cookunity.com/daily50 or click the link in the description and use my code
DALEY50, that's DALEY50, to get 50% off your first order of Cook Unity meals to try them out for yourself. So thanks to Cook Unity for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the kingdom. Above the kitchens is the king's lounge room. Might as well go ahead and give him a little piano there. And the service maid, who knows how to play the piano. Of course, there's more servants throughout the castle, working the grindstone below, and filling up their food stores. Upon returning home, the king finds the queen, his wife, and instructs her that they must get to work. For you see, the king is illiterate, so he sits on his whittle bed and tells the queen what to dictate on paper. And pretty soon, they have a decree dictating a large bounty for the killing or capture of the Wolfpack bandits. The king enacts it into law. Countless of the king's men took up arms and began to march on the Wolfpack faction. The small band of brigands still had soldiers out there, soldiers that could pay for what they did to the farmer. But it wasn't just the king's men who marched. Bounty hunters plotted ways in which they could attack the Wolfpack and take them out. The reward the king offered would mean wealth for the rest of their lives. But ultimately, the Wolfpack would need to watch their backs. Meanwhile, Jeff had gotten comfortable in his new life, taking off his clothes and deciding to have a little bit of a skinny dip in a cove he found. He had a visitor. Majesto had finally tracked him down per the king's commands. But before him and Jeff could speak, the leader of the Wolfpack had arrived. They'd come to kill Jeff and avenge their fallen comrades. Majesto threatens the Wolfpack with his wand. Jeff finds his blicky in his pants pocket. Taking aim, he fires. But he misses horribly and hits the emerald gemstone. Jeff has accidentally once again killed everyone, except for Majesto, who is now pissed that he lost his wand. In his anger, he bonks Jeff on the head, knocking him out. The wizard takes to his noble steed, and Jeff is now captured in the back of the jail cell. The wizard is transporting him to his wizard tower. But upon arriving at his wizard tower, he realizes that Dirty Joe, the has-been hobo wizard, blew up Majesto's tower. So let's do our boy here a favor and rebuild it for him. Ah, there we go. Majesto's tower is as good as new. Home sweet home, baby. Inside, Majesto gets to work on his spellbook, crafting up a potion that will answer all of his questions. He then gives Jeff another bonk on the head and starts transporting him. First, he splashes Jeff with a little bit of holy water. He then produces a small vial of truth serum, which he generously feeds to Jeff. Now, he must wait for him to wake up.
A few moments later.
Finally awake, Jeff spills the beans on everything that happened. From the secret sauce, to the machine activating, to his blicky wiping out an entire army. Majesto has to believe him. The truth serum has done its job. Then he bonks him on the head once again, and then carts Jeff back off to the king's castle. Unbeknownst to them, a Black Falcon scout has discovered the bodies of the Wolfpack troop. He knows who they are, and he goes to report to his king. For you see, the Black Falcon King was the cousin of the Wolfpack leader, and he is pissed. He writes like a whole dissertation about how he's gonna declare war on the Lion Knights. I mean, look at this thing. It's a manifesto. The scout takes it and promptly delivers it to the Lion Knight's castle, who then promptly shut the door in his face and raised the drawbridge. Now, Majesto hasn't learned anything of this because he stopped to buy a sandwich at a roadside stall.
Nom nom nom. Moist and delicious.
He didn't even get Jeff one. But the Lion's Knight King is absolutely furious when he hears the news. And Majesto, his advisor, isn't even here to give him advice. So the illiterate king decides to build a wall. The king has crafted an absolutely towering wall. Hundreds of bricks have gone into it, and now he lines the wall with archers ready to fire down at the enemy. The Lion's Knight army has prepared for war. The bugle boy climbs the ramparts and toots his horn. The enemy has been spotted. But strangely, the only enemy in sight is the enemy king. There is no army with him. But then soldiers appear, wheeling out a gigantic battering ram. The king expected the other king to build the wall. The ram is then wheeled up to the wall, and they begin the action. The wall collapses. All around is the dead and dying, including the Lion Knight's king. The Black Falcon Knight king puts him out of his misery, but the war is not done. Now he's going for the queen.
He establishes a command post, as well as weapons racks, a shield for archer fire, and finally, a siege tower. Now, he just needs to form up his entire army.
The king's men have assembled in record time, marching on the Lion's Knight castle with a huge horde of soldiers. Hundreds of standard footmen are on the march, along with an active cavalry force ready to stampede any troops in their way. The king wants his revenge bad. But inside the castle, Jeff has been locked away inside of a dungeon cell. The rest of the castle prepares for war. Weapon stands made available to the troops. Freshly forged armor made available as well. And of course the ramparts lined with an array of watchmen and soldiers. But the queen knows this isn't enough. She needs a strategy, or else the castle will be overrun in mere minutes. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The queen goes to speak with the time-traveling wizard Jeff. She asks him if he has any wisdom, and if he can aid them, she will set him free. Jeff realizes this is his chance, so he lies and says yes, he is actually a master technician from the future. So the queen agrees to make him the commander-in-chief. Jeff now has the high sign to create more war crimes. Jeff now just has to win the battle and then somehow make it home. But first, he must choose his main weapon. The short sword, the morning star, the warhammer, or a polearm. And being a man of culture, Jeff chooses the warhammer. To kick off the defenses, Jeff orders volley fire. The archers naturally oblige. Groupings of Black Falcon Knights are cut down by arrow fire. Jeff then orders the spearmen to the front line, sallying them forth from the castle walls. Now there is a solid spear wall between the castle fortifications and the Blue Falcon Knight horde. These soldiers are ordered to stand fast and keep the Blue Falcon Knights away. Now Jeff can spring his trap. A secret dungeon back door beneath a decaying tree. Flipped open is an entranceway, and out come heavily armored knights in the flank of the Black Falcon Knights. They make their way through the flanks, stabbing, slashing, and skewering Black Falcon Knights as they go. Once the Black Falcon Knights realize what's going on, they start to attack. However, the spearmen have begun marching forward, skewering the Black Falcon Knights, who are distracted by the flankers. More arrow fire rains down. Pretty soon, the battlefield is a mass casualty grave of Black Falcon Knights. The Lion Knights have succeeded, destroying the army that sieged them mere moments ago. And the king runs away, defeated, with his tail tucked beneath his legs. Jeff has conquered medieval warfare. However, he's still stuck in this primitive age. Majesto and the Queen have agreed to help their hero find his way back to his own reality after this swift victory against the Black Falcon Knights. However, they're not sure how to get started, and the enemy king will surely be back for round 2. Alright gamers, thank you so much for watching this video. I love doing medieval battles in LEGO. They're so fun. And now let's get into the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 3 Lion's Knights and 3 Black Falcon Knights to you guys for free. All you got to do is hit the like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below what you think should happen next in Jeff's time traveling adventures. Either way, if you guys did enjoy this video, do all those things and you are entered in to win the giveaway. Thank you so much to all my channel members. Your support is really appreciated. All your names are on the Attack on Hoth set here. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.